O'Malley TCG. We hope you're all doing well. We're back here with our second episode, and we thought we might just run through a few of the chase cards in the latest Pokemon sets and talk about maybe the 30th anniversary and how the EB Games Backflip has the prices changed back to a bit more realistic price. But first off, Michael, how you going, man?
Very well, very well. Busy, busy, but good, good. What about you, mate?
Yeah, flat out as usual. Hence why we're doing just over the video chat, even though we live 20 minutes away from each other.
Yeah, not too
Um,
far. Still hard to find time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, yeah, we thought we might just first off the bat talk about the 30th anniversary and how they've sort of EB Games in general have done a backflip on the pricing. So they
Mhm.
released a statement which you would have seen on our Facebook page not too long ago, talking about how they were trying to, you know, see if they could try and dodge the bots and look after the customers that always buy through them and stuff like that. Hence why you could pre-order, and then the plan was always, well, I guess not always, but to drop the price back down to a reasonable amount. So
Mm.
first off, Michael, what are your thoughts on EB Games doing a backflip on their pricing for the pre-order of the 30th anniversary
Well, I think we talked about it just a while back. The original pricing was what, 700 something?
for the
Seven
UPC? Yeah, yeah,
for
two
the
hundred bucks for an
UPC.
ETB, like $100 over what they normally go for.
Why? Like, like why? I don't see any benefit for them apart from financially to increase those prices for any reason whatsoever. I understand it's like a bot dodge, for example, but still, what about for just the general public that want to buy something but have been avoiding it due to the price, and then all of a sudden it's back down again, and there's a lot of people that are going to be missing out on those pre-orders because the people that were happy to pay the 700 have already booked it in. They've
Yeah,
already got it, sort of thing, right? So where does that leave the people that can't get anything at all now because it's all filled up, and now it's less than half of the price. So that's my thought. But
yeah. Well, I think the way that they sort of voiced it as saying that they're going to go through all the accounts that pre-ordered and cancel only the ones that look like bots or are bots,
mm,
and they're going to
mm,
release that again for the general public. But we know that's going to be an absolute nightmare to try and get. But yeah, definitely, I feel for the people that chose not to buy the UPC at 700, and now they've reduced the
yeah,
price down to 380 or whatever, maybe 400, and so that's a bit more reasonable of a price. And
mm.
now they can't get that either because I do.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't purchase nothing. I still haven't purchased nothing. I probably am not going to purchase anything. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I don't know what the plan
Yeah,
is, but yeah.
it's absolutely the wild that that's how it started, and I'm wondering if it was from the backlash that they reversed it, or that was all part of the plan. But either way, it wasn't.
Mm,
There was a lot of criticism, and obviously even we spoke about it on our first video that we did. That yeah, it just wasn't the right thing to do for the Australian community or Pokemon community in general.
mm,
But in saying that, like we've been building towards our business on the outside,
mm.
um, and I've been trying to do a bit of research and content for the Japanese market, and it
Yes.
can be quite expensive as well. And I know that I've spoken to a few people over in Japan about the prices of the new sets that will be coming out,
Mm-hmm,
especially the 30th anniversary, saying that it's going to be expensive from the get go. So
mm-hmm,
I remember there's their version of the UPC is it's one box and it has
mm.
both the promo cards for the Umbreon and the Espeon. So the cards that you'd get in the individual UPCs
Yeah.
as two separate ones, the night and day one, you can get that in a single box. But the price is relatively close to the same price as the original UPC price of $700, and you only
But
get
then you
two cards.
get,
You only get two cards in it.
so you only get the two cards, no packs,
No packs. Everyone I've spoken to so far says there's no packs in it, and it's just two cards. So,
just two promo
uh,
cards.
yeah, with it's something kind of like deck box in it. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think the price will come down a little bit. Right now, the Japanese market for sealed product has bumped up a little bit.
Mm.
So we're hoping that sort of like settles down a bit, and then people can start buying that stuff again. But
I
yeah,
guess,
just you go. Sorry.
I guess what the difference is, um, if you're either an investor or just a buyer for wanting to open these things. If you're a buyer just wanting to open these things, it's not necessarily, it's still a bit of, financial crisis there because it just costs so much. But I guess from an investing point of view, what way do you sort of go and what way do you look at it? Do you buy now and just hope for the best, or are they going to print it to the crap house? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen there? I know they are talking about printing it so it's so much availability for everybody, especially the retail stores always having stock and everything like that. But then is that them? Are they underthinking the demand or are they overthinking the demand? And then by the time everyone's spent this money getting the $380 bloody UPC or whatever it is, again they're going to go to the retail store and there's always stock there and they can buy it for 220 or 210. I don't
Yeah,
know how much the UPCs go for, but they're saving themselves 140 bucks, $130 just by doing it like that. So are people going to wait until it gets to retail and just stop and think? Or are they going to pre-order? Or, like if I'm indecisive on what I'm doing from a investor's and a collector's point of view, then I'm sure a lot of other people are confused as well on sort of where the sort of direction's going in what to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think there's gonna be a lot of people ripping the 30th anniversary, which will
yeah.
create. There'll be a massive influx of the cards. Um, the Crystal Lugia is definitely one I'd love to get my hands on. I'm
Looks
hoping it's
unreal way.
not cost an arm and a leg. But there's so many great cards, and and the crazy thing is, there's probably been, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but there's a few whatnot streamers already having the 30th anniversary product in their hands.
Swear I was about to mention that. We're still 2 months away.
It's ridiculous. Like,
How does that make sense?
ha- is there any way to kill the hype of a card set to have whatnot streamers ripping packs already? Like right now, you can watch a
Mm.
video on YouTube right now, and or on TikTok or whatever it may be, and there's guys ripping packs, and you're
Well,
like,
you can potentially even Oz people. You can potentially get your hands on stock right now
hmm.
if you're happy
Well,
to pay 6x, 7x the price. I'm sure
well,
some
there's
people are
actually
because they don't care.
An Australian whatnot person
Oh, yeah,
was
it is
ripping
too. Yeah, my
price.
bad.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's just crazy. But either way, um, it's kind of scary for the general public to know that you can go out there and I mean I think it worked out to be like $25 to $30 a pack originally, so it's still $20 a pack if you were to get some of these big UPCs and stuff like that, which is
Mm,
retail now for other packs is $10 or $9.95 or something like that. So
mm, mm.
yeah, either way, the 30th anniversary is going to break the internet and break the hobby. As the
Agreed.
25th anniversary, the 25th celebration, sorry, wasn't as popular. I feel like there were cards that were just
Yeah.
okay, and that's about it.
Mm.
But now Pokemon have found their niche in these art rares, illustration art rares and stuff like that, and now they're just pumping them out. And
So many cards in this set. There's going to be
yeah,
so many cards. I wonder what that bottom bracket number is going to say. And then, you obviously get secret rares, art rares. You got the numbers after
yeah,
the bracket. Like, how is that going to go? Like, you know what I mean? Is it going to be a 300 card set? Is it going to be a 400 card set? Imagine doing a
yeah,
master set of that. That is ridiculous. That's going to
yeah,
cost literally an arm and a leg, sell your liver, sort of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to cost so much.
yeah. Either way,
Kidney, what to say?
it's gonna
Yeah,
be it's gonna be interesting. So hopefully
yeah, for
there's
sure.
products for people to buy off the shelves, and if they print it into the ground,
Mhm.
then the cost of the cards will come down as well. And we are
Mm.
experiencing a bit of the yearly lull of Pokemon cards dropping in price.
Yeah, it dropped a
Um,
bit.
yeah, singles and stuff like that, you can pick them up cheaper.
Mhm.
They will bounce back. Don't think it's just going to be like the bubbles burst and it's going to drop, and
Mm.
everything's going to drop. It's not the case. It's just annually there's a little bit of a drop in Pokemon cards, and it just happens to be
Just
now.
happens. I think that happens because of hype for future sets, and everyone sort of disregards what's already been in the come sort of thing. But now they're focusing on this new sets that are coming out. That drops the price for even your vintage stuff as well. I've seen a couple of vintage
Yeah,
prices for cards, even booster packs, for example. They've either stagnant or haven't moved or dropped a little bit, sort of thing. So like
yeah.
again, from an investor's point of view, would you just completely forget about the 30th anniversary set as sort of happening and start investing your money elsewhere when it comes to single art rares, when it comes to popular cards, when it comes to
Mm.
are you going to fill your binder out full of them? And then when this 30th anniversary set comes, it's like, oh, look at that. Prices are going back up again. All the hype starts to roll and roll and roll, and then everyone's sort of happy Larry. But what do you do? Where do you go? What decision do you make? I think I think financially if you can get away with getting it now, you're sort of best off. If you don't care, sort of thing, if you don't care for resale or if you just want to rip, sort of thing, you're better off just getting it now. Because I don't think there's going to be much option. But if it is the budget is a bit tight, are you going to wait for retail stores? Are you going to be the first one to be there in the morning? Like, are you going to be the one lining up? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I personally wouldn't do that, but I think I'll just, yeah, hopefully pre-order or just wait on a lucky day and get something and rip it and hope for the best. And if not, is what it is. I think we'll just wait up either half a month or month when when it starts to die down and pick it up for retail and be happy.
I think I'm hoping that I know I'm probably should have done my fact checking before I came on we recorded this,
Mm.
but something similar along that lines is the second apparent printing facility being opened up in America.
Yes, very
So
true. Yeah, yeah.
like if they're pumping out as much as they can right now from one, like the printers don't stop, and it's like chaos all the time, then
Mm,
we should see double the amount on shelves, which is not
mm,
much at the moment, in within the next, however long it takes for this factory to be built. But
yeah.
Pokemon are that Pokemon company and the facility and the people that are printing it are obviously that confident that to build a whole other facility that it's gonna continue on for decades to go.
Gonna pop
So
off. Yeah.
yeah,
It would never
um,
die. That's the thing. I don't think Pokemon will ever die again. There's no need for it to die again. I don't think it will die again. You got a new generation of collectors, as in kids. You got older people, well, like us,
yeah,
for example, like older
yeah,
people, getting back into the hobby and wanting to start something from the hobby. Um, so I think it's going to be, it's a continuous age from like 2 to 3 years old to even 30, 40, really. Like you got
yeah,
40 years of people of collecting Pokemon, even really any TCG, but we're only talking about Pokemon here. So they're collecting Pokemon for the last 40 years. What do you think is going to happen in 20 years' time where we're still here? It's going to be 20-year-olds that were collecting from when they were 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they're going to be 25, 26, 27, and they're still going to be collecting. Like, I don't think it's ever going to die. When that's a good guarantee, I guess. Even if you overpay for something right now, I think the good guarantee is that it's never going to die. Nothing is ever going to go to zero. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I think
exactly.
that regardless of anything, if you want it, get it. And if you want to see your sort of money grow, whack it in the collector app and just watch it over time, sort of thing. And you gradually start to see a little bit of an incline, regardless of whatever it is, anything from this today. Um, over the next 10, 15 years, you're going to see some sort of gradual increase. So I think you're safe that way. But if you wanted to rip it, again, I keep mentioning that, but different story. It's 50-50 for
Yeah,
me. But yeah.
that's it. Um, we'll move on from the 30th anniversary set because I think it's
Mm.
going to be talked about for the next 6 months probably.
Yeah.
So I thought we might go through and talk about some of the chase cards. Now, the first video that we recorded, spoke about how we think the Darkrai is probably the chase card of like between Chaos Rising and Pitch Black in perfect order.
Yeah.
It, to be honest, it seems like this set in particular, and it's the Greninja's not too different either.
Mm.
There's only like 1 to 3 good cards.
Mm.
Like, as in, if you're looking at dollar amount, there's like 2 cards. But if you're looking at
Mm.
like overall arts and stuff like that, they do drop off quite quickly.
Mm.
Pitch Black's not too bad.
Mm.
Perfect Order was a bit of a letdown, and obviously Chaos Rising had the Greninja and then the Gold Greninja and a few nice cards. But I thought we might share a bit of the information, which we'll show you right now.
Go
So
for it.
looking on Collector right now, you can see that
Mm.
the Darkrai is about $442, and that's using eBay's last data. That's what they normally use,
Mm.
but it's a day or two behind. So
Mm.
you could definitely get that a lot cheaper. Marketplace, eBay, you can probably get it
Oh,
for about
yeah.
400
Just gonna
bucks.
quickly relocate. Sorry, just relocating.
That's all right. Um, and so you can see that the price here started at, I don't know how many sold at $1,200 because that'd be ridiculous. But
Yeah.
you're looking at a decrease down to, $442. So quite a steady decline, and a quick one too, from July 8th to where we are now, July 25th. So
Mm.
if you want to pick, if I was a collector and I really wanted to, you know, have this card in my collection, I would not rip the booster box,
Nah.
and I'd just buy the card on its own.
Mm.
But we love the hobby as it is, so you can buy and rip. There's plenty of people I've seen packing it, but if you are a collector, like we spoke about in the past, is that if you want a specific card, you're better off just to buy it.
Million percent.
Um, and
Million percent. Yeah.
you can buy it. Obviously, if you bought it at the very start, you always wait a week or two before you buy that card. And I think we've said that in the past too.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
don't buy it in the first week because
I
you're going to pay a massive
mean,
premium.
look at that day per day.
Yeah,
First day, $200. Like, why wouldn't you wait the week to potentially save yourself $800 even? Even if you spent 500, for example, that's not bad. So it's a chase
yeah.
card for this set anyway. So I think it is going to stay around the 400 mark. Me personally, I think it's going to stay around the 400 mark and wait another 2 months time, and it'll probably go up a little
Yeah.
bit. You never know, sort of thing.
As
So
soon as we've seen it before, as soon as the set gets vaulted and there's not been
mm,
printing anymore, it will go
mm,
up. Like that's the
mm.
case. That's the
Yeah,
most common thing in Pokemon. Um, you know, I've seen when Lost Origins came out and you had the Giratina, it was the chase card.
I'm real card.
It wasn't like a $1,000 card off the get go. It was off the
Nah,
get go, I think, but then it dropped significantly, and now it's back up. And if you get a PSA 10, then you're laughing. So
you are.
so the Darkrai, well, we said so we're talking really recent bias here.
Hmm.
Darkrai latest release set, Pitch Black, sorry, and obviously the card itself. It's not a bad price. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you could pick it up anywhere else for 350 if you really want to find a card that's not like it's not centered well or something like you probably get for
Mm,
300. So don't
mm.
go out there and ripping out plenty of stuff hoping to pack it. And
Well,
then
what's
similar
a
with
booster
yeah, sorry.
box worth, for example? What like a booster box worth of Pitch Black?
Pitch Black is, you could probably pick up a set for $290 to $300, depending where you buy it from.
Yeah,
Um,
I reckon the EV Games one that I got was three
it's
fifty, three
easily that price.
sixty.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, something like that. So if you only want the chase, get the chase. Like, there's no
yeah.
point. There is no point in getting the booster box if you don't want anything else. You want the chase, just buy the chase now, sort of thing.
And looking at the Chaos Rising chase, the Greninja, Mega Greninja
Mm,
EX, is at
mm,
344. So that set is now,
mm.
it's two sets ago. And we can see now it's at
Wait,
344. And if we look at what it
yeah,
was originally, you're looking at $800. And then from then to now, you're down at 344. So you're paying under
less than
half
half,
of
mate.
what you wanted.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is 344 on collector. It's normally it varies like 20 to $30 either way. So it could be
Mm,
370, could be 300. So
mm,
it's not a bad idea just to hold out, and some people love ripping packs. There's no problem ripping packs, but be
mm,
smart about it. If you're going to be if you want to be doing that chase card, I've packed plenty of chase cards myself, and I've opened a lot of product, and I've got lucky with like maybe one box and got like the chase card. But I've also
yeah.
opened, I think I opened like 4 or 5 booster boxes of Silver Tempest chasing that Lugia V, and no luck.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
so and that's me learning from
Yeah, yeah.
experience. So,
Yeah. I forget what it's called. It's the Japanese it was treasure EX Treasures, I think it was
Shiny,
that had
shiny
the
treasures. Shiny
yeah,
treasure.
Shining Treasure. See, I got lucky. This is extremely lucky. Opened one box, got the last pack, got a God pack, got the Umbreon, got the Jolteon, got the
Right.
Vaporeon, got
You're
the
talking about Terrestrial
Sylveon.
Festival. You're talking about, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Terrestrial with the Japanese
Yeah.
version.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's the
that's what
one.
it's
Yeah,
called in
sorry.
Japan. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. See, I got lucky though, but I've done exactly the same thing. I bought the I really am bad with these sets, aren't I? The Evolutions line with the Moonbreon in it.
Prismatic. Yeah.
For
Prismatic.
the
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
for the Japanese. For the Japanese.
That is Terrestrial Festival is the Prismatic Evolutions Japanese. So the one you're talking about,
I think we're talking about two different sets here. With the Moonbreon,
the Moonbryon is the one with is Terrestrial Festival.
yeah.
And the English version of that is Prismatic Evolutions. The Shiny Treasure one has the Shiny Charizard, the Iono, and a few other
Uh-huh.
cards. Or
See, I
there's
opened.
VMAX. There's an old VMAX Climax that has evolutions in it, but that's like really
Mm,
old. Like they're just like VMAX cards, not
Yeah,
yeah. Either
Okay.
way,
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I've opened 5 boxes of them. They were $300 at the time, and now
mm.
it's like $1,100 a box.
Yeah.
Stupid. Like, I
So
should have just kept them sealed.
oh,
Should have
sorry,
just kept them
sorry. Yeah, I
sealed.
know. No, you're talking about EV
You know what I'm
Heroes,
talking about
the
now.
Moonbryon.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking EV
yeah,
Hero. Exactly right. I knew we were bloody on a different one. Yeah, EV Heroes. That was $330 a box. I think I got them for, and
yeah,
I got 5. Right. I opened up 3 of them. Opened up 2 of them, hoping to get something. Got
yeah.
absolutely nothing. Got rinsed, and I was like, okay, whatever. Sort of thing is what it is. But I'm not opening anymore. So you got to know your limits too. If you're an investor and a collector, I guess, you got to know your limits. You're buying 10 of something, and you get no luck in 2 or 3 of the boxes. Hold. And if you're
Yeah,
happy for that loss, it doesn't matter, sort of thing, because that growth
yeah.
over time is going to just save you that little bit extra. But yeah, anyway, move on, move on.
But yeah, back to the Greninja, like we say, is massive price drop, so you can
Mm,
totally just wait and hold out.
mm,
Now, moving on to so like, I'm not going to touch perfect order,
mm.
not my flavor, and obviously
Yeah.
not many people's favorite. But we'll skip
Mm,
back to Ascended Heroes. So Ascended
mm.
Heroes probably one of the best sets ever created.
Gangster.
Um,
Yeah.
look at these chase cards. The Gengar's at 1800, Pikachu's at
That's mad.
1600, Mega
I didn't
Dragonite's
even
at
know that.
1000. Like even like if this, I feel like if these two cards, the Pikachu EX and the Team Rockets Mewtwo, which kind of sucks that we've got another Mewtwo already when we've recently just had the Rockets Mewtwo in
Yeah.
Best and Rivals,
Mm.
but I feel like these two cards alone would be chase cards in another set on them by themselves. But
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
because look at that, that is ridiculous. Like
The
that's why
lineup.
it's so hard to find Ascended Heroes and
Mm,
we can see that there's a lot of red here, a lot of red. Obviously, the Pikachu's
mm,
came down and went back up again, but
mm-hmm.
so the cards are dropping in price, not by much, but by something. But this set is unreal. Like if I think I got one booster bundle and one ETB, opened both of them, and if I kept both of them sealed now, I think I could have bought booster boxes of any other fresh set that's come out
Million
with
percent. Yeah.
those. So, but
Open
the
three, got nothing,
prices.
mate.
Now, I think the PSA 10 cards have dropped as well. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if I can actually look it up on here because I have to log in, but that's fine. We'll do that next time. But
Mm.
nonetheless, the Pikachu, like as you can see, started out low, boomed, and now it's starting to settle. So it was over, what was that, nearly 2K? And now
Just
it's
under.
dropping down now. It's settling, and it probably will settle around 1500, even if not lower. It's a very, very nice card.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
then,
guess as you were saying before, sorry, you were about to show you something there, but I guess you were just
yeah,
saying before, you're saying everybody wait 2 to 3 weeks before buying your chase card, right? I think
yeah,
because this has so many chase cards that everyone's gone like, oh crap, actually this is kind of cheap for what it is. Look how many cards are in it, and they go, okay, let's buy, and then it's just obviously increased the price. So you got to do a
yeah,
bit of study. You got to do a bit of study on what cards are coming up, what are the big hitters, and obviously this set has so many. So it's like even that as an example. Look what it is: 2 point was it 2.3K? Obviously dropped to
yeah.
1200, 1100 there, but
And
now
then,
it's gone back up to almost the 2K mark again. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So like that's not a bad loss, especially if you bought it the first day. So it's not
And
that
it,
bad. I think it would just continue to go up. So
And I think the pure fact that so much Ascended Heroes was probably ripped, and then there's obviously probably a lot sealed out there. Like,
yeah,
and bear in mind, Gengar is one of the most popular
yeah,
characters. Like, as in, like as a
yeah.
Pokemon itself. Like, just take it away from the TCG. Gengar, Charizard, Pikachu, they're all super popular cards. Umbreon, Eevee. These type of cards you can invest in, and you know that they'll hold their price, or over time will make plenty of money. So like I
100%.
said, if so, Ascended Heroes now is a fair few months old, or a lot older, I think. Um,
Yeah.
I can't even remember when it released. I mean,
That's how much they pump out the sets. It's just as
it's
soon as you get
impossible
your
to keep
grasp
up
on
with.
one, as soon as you get your grasp on one, half a month
So
later, oh, I've got this coming out. Oh, yeah, no
the
worries. Yeah.
Ascended Heroes came out in January this year. Um,
What? I didn't think I thought it was in March.
nah,
What?
and that's how much we've
Oh,
seen.
perfect.
So we've had four sets released this year already, um, and we're at what, July. So and we've still got the um, we still got the 30th anniversary. Anniversary. We still got the Rayquaza set, which we'll talk about in a moment, and then we've
Yeah.
still got probably another holiday set coming end of the year, which will probably be the wrap up of Mega Evolution before they move into Winds and Waves when the video
Mm,
games release next year, because that's the normal
mm,
rotation. So
mm,
yeah, it's been chaos, like literally chaos rising, funny as, but
yeah, yeah.
it's it's been a crazy year, and it wasn't always like this, and I feel like
Nah.
you couldn't keep up. And like we said in the last video, you pre-order one set, and then before that releases, you have to pre-order the second set, and you're like,
Mm.
well, you haven't even got the chance to rip the first set, so you
I
have to.
haven't even got it. I haven't even got it, mate. I got to pre-order the next one.
And a while ago, you'd probably miss a set here or there. You go, oh, I'm not really interested in that. When
Yeah.
Fusion Strike first got released,
Yeah.
I did not touch that. I was like, yeah, nah, too many cards in the set. It's like 230 cards or something, and I
Mm.
didn't touch it at all. And then I was like, 6 months later, I was like, nah, I better buy a booster box to put in the collection, and I bought that. And then I won one in a raffle and some other ETBs and
Mm,
stuff, and all of a sudden I had like 3 or 4 different products of it, and it was worth,
mm.
you know, a good amount of money. By the time I sold it,
Yeah,
I think
man.
I sold it for like, nearly $1,000 for a booster box, and I paid like
Mm.
250 for it.
Yeah,
So,
good.
but yeah, quickly before we move on to the last little bit of this video, I was sort of to like throw the people to the sneaker dunk. So this is where
Mm.
you can go to buy stuff, and it's pretty legit. Um,
Very legit, yes. Very legit
I was gonna
service.
say like we've bought, you and I have bought product from there for the last 5 or 6 years.
Boxes and
Um,
boxes and boxes, yeah.
yeah, and so this is sort of like something we spoke about in the last video. You can go to this website and you can buy stuff. Now, bear in mind, there's all different costs, like with shipping, and then
Import
with
tax, delivery.
import tax. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you pay $500 or something, you're probably going to have to pay $50 import tax or something like that.
Yeah. So
On top of it,
10%.
yeah,
Not sure how it works, but I think the Australian just general law is anything over $1,000 is going to be 10%. But I think they put their own. I don't know how the Japanese
yeah,
laws work when it comes to buying from a distributor, but they already put their own tax on it. So if it is
yeah,
even a thousand over, let's just say you might be paying 20 because they might already put their 10 on there. You might be paying 20%. So sometimes it's not even worth it. You might as well just try and get it from an Australian supplier. But if you're wanting a single card, personally, from Japan, obviously, and Japanese sets, get them from here. So
yeah.
if this guys wants to give an example on sort of what you can see and what you can get for what price, I mean, go for it.
Yeah. Well, so the main one I wanted to compare is like we spoke about it in the first video, buying cards. If you want to buy a card and you want good quality and you don't care
Mm,
too much about the language, buying a
mm,
Japanese version of the card, it's actually a really good quality card, and you're looking at
100%.
half the price on some of them. Sometimes you're looking
Mm,
around roughly the same, but for instance, the Greninja here, $258. Now you have to pay maybe $40, $50 tax on top of that, so
yep.
shipping, and then tax as well. So add 60. So you look around $300, and
Just
you can
get roughly
obviously buy.
300, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously right now it's 344 for the English one. So that is
Mm,
probably an example where it's not too much difference. Just
mm-hmm,
know that if you're going to be paying $300 or $310 for a Mega Greninja EX at the moment, it
mm,
might be off center, off a bit
mm.
wonky.
Because that
It
is
might not.
average. Because that the
Yeah,
350 on the collector is average pricing. So
yeah,
some might sell for 450 because it's
yeah,
got a quite high chance of getting to that PSA 10. Whereas like look, without putting like a certain percentage of it, I think we could say at least 70 to 80% of Japanese cards would get a PSA 10. They just would.
yeah.
Like they're just good. All of them are good. Where most of the grading I've done, it has been 80% Japanese, and I've come back with again probably 70 to 80% PSA 10s. You get your one off, but that's normal, right? But
No,
just the quality, the centering, the artwork,
yeah.
everything is just personally, everything is just better for the Japanese.
Now here's a really good example. Mega
Mm,
Gengar EX. All right, $391
mm,
Australian. So you're looking at maybe 450 after all the fees and the shipment and stuff like that.
hmm
And how much are
hmm
we paying for it on?
1800, I reckon.
I think
Was
I've
it
got it down.
1800?
All right.
Almost 2 grand.
Yeah, it's ridiculous though. So we'll just go into it and just go filter. This is the good thing about it. You can just go
Yeah,
uh,
nice.
best match, and we can go high to low
Hmm
and show results. And there it is there. So $1,800 for English, roughly. Obviously, that's the rough
hmm
estimate price. And then we can pick it up for $391. And
Yep.
even on here, you can check out and see how much it costs in a PSA 10. $846.
So let's
So,
say, regardless of anything, let's just say 1,000 after shipping and taxes. $1,000.
yeah,
$1,000 if you have a PSA 10, same artwork. In my opinion, it looks a bit better.
yeah,
And you save yourself $1,000. Like a whole $1,000 is a lot. That's a week's work for the majority
yeah.
of people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And we go down here, the Darkrai
Darkrai, yeah,
259. So that's
yeah,
400 roughly. The Dragonite $213, and I think it's like $800 in Mega Evolution. Oh, sorry, Ascended Hero is Australia. Yeah, 1088.
yeah, 1,088.
So like, and the thing is, in the past, you would buy the product from Sneaker
Mm,
Dunk, and you would have to pay like individual for some if you didn't buy all the boxes from one person, stuff like that. They've
yeah.
actually just lumped together all the. You can actually get like buy 3 products and it has all the same shipment. So
hmm
things have changed. But yeah, if you look at this itself, like you can just see the prices. And the thing is, you can buy Japanese cards on Australian eBay. You can find them out there. Um, you might just see a bit more. It might be like $650. So you could buy it on
Mm,
eBay for a little bit more and not have to pay the import tax and stuff like that. So here we go,
mm,
155 for that Mewtwo from Ascended Heroes, and it's 155 on here. Sorry, it's 150 on
mm.
here. It's 500 in the
Yeah,
English
500,
version.
I
So
think.
this card even here, super popular card and a beautiful
Yeah.
artwork too. And it's from the World deck, I think, yeah, anniversary deck,
Mm.
which you have to buy to get that card. You
You
have to
have to
buy the
buy the
steel box.
anniversary debt to get the card. Yeah.
So it's yeah, $540, and you can buy it for 413 just the card itself. And there's no
Hmm.
English version of this one. And there's so many nice cards on in Japan that we can't get our
Hmm.
hands on because they don't get printed in English.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
even Snorlax, like
Exclusives, man. Yeah,
yeah,
exclusives.
um,
Even Chinese exclusive. Even if you want to go a step further, I'm not sure if you can check that
yeah,
out on Sneaker Dunk or not. But even
not sure.
Chinese sets, sort of thing, Chinese sets are even cheaper than Japanese sets. If you do not
Yeah,
care about, if, Korean as well. Sorry, Koreans are
there's
good as well.
actually a good. That's a good point you make. If we go to the
Mm.
Chinese, some of the like this is all in collector. You can look it up. There's
Hmm.
some really nice cards. I'm not sure if it's in. There's a set that has like a Umbreon sleeping underneath the tree and stuff
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go high
with
low. See what's there.
yeah. Oops, that goes there. High to low. Show sets. No, I might this even here.
But that's
This
yeah, that's a nice
particular
card.
like
Yeah,
unreal cool card. Like
that
there's
is
so much
gangster.
more out there. If you broaden your horizons and not just buy English product, you're looking at so
Mm.
much cool stuff.
Mm.
I think this might be the yeah, this is the Ponyta one, which is not as good. I think
And
is it
again,
Home?
if you do want the exclusive cards and you don't care about opening the boxes and stuff, and you just want the singles, just buy singles from exclusive sets. That's all you got to
Yeah,
do. Like it's really cool. If you just care about the artwork and nothing else, get do you know what I mean? Like these are
but that's
cool cards. You don't see this.
no, and a lot of people yeah just tied to English, and sometimes
Mm,
it's good to overlook that and look at something
mm,
else. I don't even know. I've bought a few of the Gem 2 boxes because
mm,
there's some really nice Pikachu cards in it. But
mm,
yeah, nonetheless, like this is all stuff you guys can look at on your app yourself. You know, you can oh this card here we go. This Cubone is ridiculous. Everyone loves this thing.
mm.
Such a nice
It goes
card.
hard. It goes hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you got the Gengar and there was a Gengar and Pikachu one too. But yeah, just
But even
like
the Meowth, $114.
yeah, so
Meowth's popular a lot.
plenty of nice cards out there. You just have to sort of broaden your horizons a bit and sort of like
Mm.
become, you know, when I first started out collecting, it was only English, but then yeah, you sort of like realize there's
Yeah,
so much more out there. But
100%.
nonetheless, just quickly before we finish up, like we said, there's a Rayquaza set coming out later this year, and it will be
Mm.
the same time roughly. I think the Japanese version comes out the same day as potentially as the English uh, 30th anniversary set.
Mm.
So it's quite a big day, but either way, the Rayquaza set, there's been some leaks. I don't want to put them up just yet until we sort of have a bit more of an idea what they look like, but they look amazing. There's some really good. Rayquaza is always one of the best cards for them to get drawn,
Yeah.
um, and it always sells popular like super well. Last time we
Mm.
had a Rayquaza set was the Evolving Skies, and that
Yep.
has the probably some of the biggest cards in like the Evolution set with the Moonbryon and the Rayquaza VMAX.
Hmm.
Before that, yeah, there's been plenty of nice sets with featuring Rayquaza. So, and that's what they normally do. They normally just rehash sets with that favorite type of Pokemon. Once in a while, they'll do the holiday sets that focus on different ones. But nonetheless, we've talked about a fair bit today, so we won't take up any more of your time. But
Yeah.
we want to say thank you so much for the support so far with
Mhm.
our announcement that we put out not long ago, and obviously
Yeah, it's done well, yeah.
our first video as well. People on YouTube are viewing it, which is really great. We appreciate that, and yeah, we're just getting started. There's so much more for we need to do, and we will also have um, more unboxing content as well. So we actually have
Mm.
put in our first order for some stock to come from Japan.
Yep.
And so we'll have some Japanese cards to rip soon, and we'll chuck them up on our social and onto our
Hmm.
Facebook and stuff like that. So you guys can check it out and
Okay.
enjoy some content. So
Hmm.
um, yeah, other than that, anything else, Michael, you want to talk about before we head off?
No, man, I think you wrapped that up pretty well. Yeah, we are greatly appreciative for the support that we're getting at the moment. It's really good. We're just going to keep the ball rolling. We want to, put you guys first and, mix up something different in the Riverland sort of Mallee TCG region. So it's never been done. We want to be the first ones to do it on a big community scale. So we enjoy your support so far, and let's keep it going. That's about
That's
it.
it, man. All right, easy. Take care, man. Thank you, and thank you everyone for
Awesome.
listening.
Easy. Thank you very much.